Oh yeah, that's more like it. Patch notes for Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. This might not be super. I don't know how visible this is. I mean, I like just set it up so that it should be visible, but like I don't know how. It might be kind of small, but I don't care. I'm gonna be reading them aloud. Patch notes just dropped. Just dropped. Like today. Like a few hours ago. And I'm gonna go look through them. It's gonna be a live reading. Hashtag Befehl, hashtag reacts to Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition patch notes. Here we are. Updating Street Fighter 5. I don't care. General. The attack data, you can now view each action's frame data. That's pretty cool. That's a good feature. That should have always been in the game. That should be in every fighting game where it's pertinent information. You can now turn on frame advantage and color to determine each action. This is like this little system. It seems to be what anime games have, where they've got a little counter that goes down, and then when it hits the end, you've run out of active frames. You've run out of frames to combo. But I don't know if that would really be. It's going to be zipping down so quickly in this game because like every link is a one-frame link. Um, but now it shows who's plus and who's minus with color, and that's pretty. That's I wonder about a fighting game that actually like does this all the time. You know, we already have fighting games where it tells you like if you failed to block correctly, it like gives you exclamation points or like shows particular colors if you like fail to take a throw or shit like that. We already have that in some anime games. It's like what if we just had a video game where if you were frame disadvantage you turned red, and if you're like no if you're frame disadvantage you turn purple, and if you're like punishable you turn red, and if you're plus you turn blue, and if you have like a combo opportunity you turn green or some bullshit like that. I haven't thought about that platformer since yesterday. Which platformer? I'm working on two now. Fighter ID and home change. You be able to change your fighter ID using money. Well, it's nice that you can do it anyway. So now you can change it. I hope that fight money is not super super. Selecting a home has no bearing on matchmaking. Very interesting. So your flag doesn't actually affect who you get matched with at all. It's probably purely by ping then. Grandmaster rank is now available for people with league points over 35,000. So that's like they added a new um it's a title above master. I think it previously only went up to master. Increased active frames from regular throws from 2 frames to 3 frames. I don't know what that changes. I guess that makes it a little bit easier to get a meaty throw. Okay, first of all, step 1. Um That's like all. That's like the only thing that really changes, I think. It makes taking throws a little bit more consistent, I suppose. I don't even know if it does that. Increased combo scaling for combos that include V-trigger activation. So right now, if a combo has a V-trigger activation anywhere in it, you get 10% like already. So if you do like light punch, V-trigger, light punch, and that's a combo for a few characters, um, you already get it's if you do 2 light punches, it's 190%. If you do light punch, V trigger, light punch, it's 180. So the V trigger counts as an action even though it doesn't have a hit. So the fact that this says this right now means that it's probably going to go 170. It's probably going to take like 2 ticks off of your V trigger. So that's going to nerf all V trigger activation combos, which is I would say a good change. Because right now, like V trigger activation combos are like the best thing in the whole game. And people are still going to do them because they're still going to be, you activate your V trigger and it gives you a combo opportunity that you wouldn't normally have had. But now it's not going to be like, I don't know. Now the combos will be a little bit less stupid. Now everything after the V trigger activate is going to be doing like 10% less. Increased recovery of command throws. Don't know how to feel. I don't mind the. I don't know. I don't mind the command grab mix up. Or I don't like the mix up, but I don't mind. Command grabs are already risky as fuck. In my opinion, what they probably should have done was make it so. I don't know. I would have changed the plus frames on block or something like that. I would have made it so plus frames on block were not as prevalent as they are. Because right now, command throw versus button is like it's already risky as fuck to do a command grab. They're good, but it's already risky as fuck. Making them more risky isn't going to change a whole lot. I feel making it so like guys, you can like neutral jump and get a full combo on a command grab. If you can back jump and and often if you back jump, you can punish them, but it depends on your character. If you can back jump and get a full combo, that's not gonna. It's gonna change a little bit. It's gonna let you be safer against command grabs slightly. But it's still like normals are still going to prevent you from jumping very easily at all, so it's not a huge difference. Yeah, it's like not. That's like not. That's punishing for command grab players without really. I feel like fixing the real issue of the game of the mix up is that there's no actual way out of the mix up. Even though it's like it's still a 50-50 even with one option getting worse. Made revisions to the hurt boxes for jumping attacks since the normal moves that are primarily used as anti-airs. I've looked through this. I looked through the change list for a few characters already. I haven't looked at most of them, but I've noticed a huge buff to almost every character's anti-airs. Well, I don't know about huge. We won't know until we play it. But oftentimes, if the opponent goes over your head, your normal that would be an anti-air like doesn't hit. Like if you look at Fong's Crouch Fierce in the present version of Street Fighter V, like the pre-AE, it's got a really good anti-air hitbox. And it actually hits pretty high above his head. But if the opponent goes like 1 inch past his head, that attack doesn't hit at all. Okay, there's a lot of normals like that. If you look at Birdie's Crouch Strong is like one of the only normals that's not like that. Birdie's Crouch Strong actually hits behind him a little bit, and that enables him to get an ATR regardless of where the opponent's jumping from. Well, not regardless, but like it's easier for him than like it's a lot easier for him than like Kareen Crouch Fierce, which has no like hitbox behind her. So like she's got a big step like under you, and then she doesn't hit anywhere behind her. So it's like the opponent has to be really far out to use that anti-air normal. Crouch Fierce is not a horrible anti-air normal for Kareen in terms of like raw hitbox, hurtbox, but like God, the angle at which it hits is so useless. It ends up being way worse than like Stand Fierce or Stand Jab. Change properties of moves that change the position of the character, which may affect certain combos. I don't know what that means in a vacuum. It seems to be that certain attacks are going to launch further out or something like that. Change the position of the characters. We'll have to see. It could be. I'm guessing it's going to be like spin stun from crush counters or something like that. Counter hit pushback. Oh. Okay. So is that going to make counter hit combos easier or harder? Because in Street Fighter 4, most counter hits have the same pushback as regular, and in this game, depends on the attack being counter hit. But in this game, for the most part, uh, uh, some combos are only possible in counter hit. Like if you do, I think like Nash, low short, stand jab, stand strong, that doesn't combo naturally. But if you do counter hit low short into stand jab, stand strong, that actually does combo. It's like something like that. It's like certain combos become possible or impossible based on counter hit. It's very weird. Shoulder throw. That's towards throw, I think. Increase stun. Change position after hit. We probably got, I don't know, change position is so vague. We're going to have a lot of vague changes. Okay, that's my warning right now. Like, a lot of these, I've already read through a little bit, and a lot of them don't actually say anything. Change position, I'm guessing that he's going to be closer to the opponent, but I don't know. It could be anything. Standing light punch, changed hitbox and hurtbox. Change the collision box during the move, increase the pushback on hit and block. There's a big sweeping change to make light normals push out a little bit more, from what I heard. It doesn't say more or less at any point during this list, but from what I heard, they push back more. And what that means, it's going to be harder to go for, let's say, you can still go for like 2 jabs into like a special move, but if you do 2 jabs, it's going to be kind of far. You're going to have a little bit of a harder time doing 2 jabs walk and throw. So you're going to either have to do an immediate throw or 1 jab walk and throw. So that is a very slight buff to defense in this game. That means the opponent has to pursue their mix-up faster. They can't like get like a 3-way mix-up of like light normal, delay light normal, or like, you know, something like that, or versus like a single light normal, or like media attacks immediately, or like throw immediately. This means there's only like a 2-layer mix-up instead of a 3-layer mix-up, I'm guessing. Or like it's easier to counter hit them. They have to walk in more, so there's more time for you to counter hit on the walk-ins. Stuff like that. That's like overall good for defense, so that's a good sign right off the bat. Say medium punch, mind's eye, change the collision boxes during the move, no idea. A lot of these changes are kind of lumped together, so we're going to ignore some of the ones where they're really lumpy. Crouching light punch, change the hurt box, that could mean anything. Jumping hard punch, jumping hard kick, change the hitbox and hurtbox. Axe kick, increase startup from 8 frames to 9 frames, so I think right now, Ryu's back hard kick is a 1-frame link from towards Fierce, and that means it's not going to work from towards Fierce, so that's like kind of a nerf. Increase the advantage when canceling the second hit into V-trigger, so I'm guessing he can do like 2 hits of back roundhouse, and then V-trigger, and then do like Stand Fierce, something like that. That's probably what he can do. Solar Plexus, reduce damage from 90 to 80, so Ryu's getting some damage nerfs and some combo routes out of, losing some combo routes out of Solar Plexus, so that's kind of weird that they're doing that, but whatever. Tatsumaki, changed the collision boxes, that could mean anything. EX Hadoken 44 to 42, no change in recovery. So that means it's a little bit less weak to jumps, I guess. It says no change in recovery, which means he's not going to be more plus after doing it on a cornered opponent or something like that. Because right now I think he's like +1 or +2. Whoa, Axe Kick V-Trigger into Solar Plexus? If that works, that's going to be a big deal. That's a nice combo. Um, Let me see. EX Hadoken V-Trigger. Wait, timeout. That knocks down. That knocks down, doesn't it? Doesn't that knock down? I'm pretty sure Ryu's EX Hadoken knocks down. That's not a huge. It depends. It depends. I don't know how good that is. I don't know if Ryu can do because you don't have super if you use EX Hadoken. If you do like uh let me see. If you do like EX Hadoken V trigger, you're probably going to be pretty far away. You might be able to get like a back roundhouse. I don't know. I imagine in the corner you can get a back roundhouse because back roundhouse struggle potential. You can already do EX Hadoken into EXDP in the corner, I think. So EX Hadoken V trigger EXDP is like not an improvement over what he already has. Uh, it's let me think. I don't know. Maybe like a donkey kick. I don't know what he's actually getting from that. That sounds like very very useless. Unless he has like some mid screen. Even if some corner meterless struggle would be okay, but like some mid screen thing. But he doesn't have a super ender here, and I don't know if he can combo. I don't know if he has a hit for either of his new V triggers. Total frames of Hadoken unified to 42 for all. I don't know what it was, but 42 is not horrible for a fireball, I guess, in this game. Damage goes up, damage goes up, damage goes up. They got better on block. Level 1 is uncharged, I think, so he gets much safer fireball pressure. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not even going to lie. I like the idea of like super safe fireballs. Like Ryu can just block string into fireballs all day in V-Trigger. I'm actually down with that. EX Hadoken is now 40. That's pretty fast. V-Shore, you can ease the air combo count. That is a big deal. All right, so right now all of Ryu's DPs are JP0, and ease the air combo count means that it's going up to JP1 or JP2 or something like that. We don't know the number, which means that if you're in V-Trigger and you get like a jump strong, 2 hits, you can like land in DP, which is presently impossible. Oh, but this means he can do EX Hadoken in the corner, and then V-Trigger cancel, and then DP. Like, because that's a JP1. EX Hadoken causes JP1, I think. And that means he actually has a meterless ender. That's kind of cool. But there's a lot of like juggles where Ryu doesn't have a meterless option. Oh, EX Donkey Kick now. Um, EX Donkey Kick, I think. I don't know, but EX Donkey Kick seems to cause a JP1. And if it's a JP1, you've got to use EX to combo out of it, which is really ridiculous. I don't know. We don't know until like I've been watching the footage of Street Fighter 5. I've heard like I don't know. I've been seeing people really struggling to actually combo out of EX Donkey Kick. But if you can do EX Donkey Kick into Shoryuken and V trigger, that's pretty good. VEX Shoryuken decreases the stun from 250 to 200, ease the air combo count. So that's still I don't know what the hell that's doing, because he can already in all his juggle scenarios he can do uh EX. Like every juggle he has, he can do EX DP as an ender. So like, what new combo is he getting from that? I'm guessing it's like jump strong into like EX Tatsu into EX DP or something like that, like air EX Tatsu into EX DP. That's like the only combo I can think of where he doesn't have enough JP. So like, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know if that's changing anything. I need to play the game. He got Donkey Cook as a new move. Another DP after his DP. Yeah, yeah. Light DP into hard DP or something like that should work if you've got JP1 DPs. That's actually cool. Or like light DP into EX DP. I don't know. It depends on the frame count. Is Ryu's frame data and range still trash? I don't know. Well, remains to be seen. A new special move is a lot to play around with. Increased forward walk speed for Ken. That's good. That's like an objectively a buff. Knee bash. Damage went up. Push back after hit. It's apparently way worse. It apparently pushes you back really far. So he lost his like corner loop or something. Stand light punch. Stand medium punch. They didn't nerf stand light punch plus frames, which is nice for Ken. Stand medium punch. Stand strong is +2 now. That's kind of nice. It's not a huge deal, but it's kind of nice. Stand medium kick increased the... Oh, no, it changed. Hold on. Let me get to some real meaty changes. The first active frame will not hit crouching opponents for Thunder Kick. That's his towards hard kick, I think. So that could make it plus one additional frame, or it could make it one frame easier to react to, and maybe both. Jump power punch 9 frame startup. That's like almost a non-change. That doesn't change almost anything. Light Shore, you can damage increased on, or no, damage increase for normal and V trigger for all his DPs. Change to the opponent can perform a recovery if the move hits midair. I think that like I get why they did that, but that kind of sucks. They did that with Akuma too. It's like if you try and you shouldn't anti-air with an EXDP anyway most of the time. Like the only things that you really want to do it for, like air kunai or like air Akuma Hadokens or something like that. There aren't that many moves you need to use EXDP instead of regular just medium DP as an anti-air. But if you anti-air with EXDP, it can fall out, and if it falls out, they can now quick stand and punish you. But that's like not that's not a big deal. That's not going to affect that much. Medium Tatsu. Oh, okay. It's just a change for a bug fixing. It's a universal change. It's like to make existing combos that are almost universal into universal combos. They made Medium Tatsu better. They did this with Akuma too. Medium Tatsu presently sucks if you don't get the initial hits, but now if you don't get the initial hits, it still does okay damage. It's like a little buff. It makes it easier for him to whiff punish and be in neutral and do like neutral enders. Because Ken's good, but Ken doesn't have. If Ken's far out and he gets like low forward, like what does he combo into? You know what I mean? I think medium Tatsu does garbage damage. EX Tatsu's good. Heavy Tatsu's too slow. Hadoken is often not a combo at max range. EX Hadoken, I'm not sure. I think it is generally a combo. DP cannot hit on its early frames. Like Ken can't really like complete a combo from a really far cancel very well. So if they fix medium Tatsu so that it gets more damage from a really far away cancel, that's a little weakness that Ken has. It's getting patched up a bit. Let's see. Just reduce the active frames on the first hit by 1. That's not a huge change. First active frame of the second hit will not hit grounded opponents. Huh. So it's giving you a little bit more. If you're on the ground and he's Tatsuing in, maybe it's a little bit easier to hit. EX Airborne Tatsu, increase the opponent's recovery on block by 3 frames. So that means right now they're like minus. And they might be either going to like neutral or even like the plus. That's like good. That's like a really nice. That's a super good change for Ken. That means that he can actually use his EX dive kick. In V trigger, using bar, he has a dive kick. Okay? That's what's going on with that. So that's like, that's very usable. That's very nice. That's nice for Ken. Ken's like net buffs. Ryu's net buffs too. I'll like talk about that when I look at each one. Chun-Li, change the hitbox. No, fuck any change that's just change hitboxes. I don't care about those changes. I mean, I do. They matter a lot, but we just don't know how to assess them until we play the game. Sui To Tsuken. I don't know what that is. It's getting a damage increase. Yoku Sen Kyaku. That might be towards hard kick. It says can trigger a crush counter. Whoa. Whoa. That's getting a new crush counter is kind of good. It's a crush counter out of a command normal. She already has back fierce as a crush counter. Yeah, it's got to be towards roundhouse. That's like the only thing left. Oh, it could be back roundhouse, I guess. Towards hard kick. We're getting confirmation. That's good. She already gets good counter hit combos out of that. I shouldn't say good, but she does get counter hit combos. She gets like crouch jab, stand strong, low forward out of towards hard kick. So she's probably gonna have a pretty similar combo. It might just be stand strong, low forward. You'll probably still use stand roundhouse. Stand roundhouse. I'm guessing they're gonna make it so stand roundhouse does more damage, and that towards hard kick is like easier to combo out of. So now you get the same like counter hit combos, but now you get V meter for it. Well, maybe not the same counter hit combos, but like you can already combo out of it with counter hit, but now you're going to be comboing out of it, and you're going to be getting V meter. Collision boxes were changed. Means it was used to push counter hit pushback. Okay. Tenku Kyaku changed damage increase from 70 to 80. I think that's her back hard kick. Changed to so it can hit the opponents who are behind Chun-Li. This is already okay at hitting above Chun-Li's head. The real problem is that it doesn't go very far forward. It goes pretty far backward, but that's still like a little buff to its hitbox. But that means that Chun-Li still has to. There's no like changes that seem to indicate that Chun-Li doesn't have to choose between anti-airs. It's still like hard kick if they're far away, like probably light kick like for safety and like general use, and then like back hard kick if they're way over your head. Probably nothing really changed for Chun-Li in terms of anti-airs from what I'm seeing. Back hard kick being better if they're like kind of going over her head is nice, but like I don't know, it's a consistency change because it already does that. It's just better. Yeah, anti cross up anti-airs. So they might go even further behind Chun-Li's head, or like even further straight up or whatever. So this is a good buff, but like Chun-Li's really bad range was forward, is what I'm saying. She's really bad at anti-airing like in front of her. Anti-airing behind her is like it's nice, but it's not what you really need. V-trigger extended the time. I got lit up because I said that her V-trigger lasts like a decent amount of time, and everyone was like, no, it doesn't. It lasts no time at all. Um, it does. It is pretty short. It's nice to get it to last longer. Nothing depletes it. That's the thing. Well, the only thing that depletes it is the long combos that you're going to be going for. But like, it doesn't. It only lasts like fucking not even 10 seconds. So it's just kind of gone real quick. Um, +4 on light/medium airborne Hyakuretsu Kyaku. So probably that works on. Probably this is a little bit better on non-crouching opponents. Probably you can actually use her air Hyakuretsu Kyaku as a dive kick again. Um, it says it only changes advantage on hit. I think it doesn't have great advantage on block. So we'll have to see, but that sounds really good because that means she can lane crouch jab, and crouch jab combos are way stronger than crouch short combos. Crouch short leads to another crouch short, which leads to lightning legs, which is like nothing. And crouch jab leads to stand strong, which leads to low forward. So like that's way better. Light spinning bird kick, damage increase. All bird kicks, damage increase, and then even further damage increase in V-trigger. So that's nice. She gets a little bit stronger combos. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna have to remake so many B&B videos. Hold on, let me drink. Chun-Li's change list was almost all buffs, but they were all very, very minor, subtle buffs. Nothing's up right now. Kami, gyro, clipper. That's probably a throw. Delta through. That's probably also a throw. Next spiral. That might be the air throw. So we got reduced stun on one of her throws. I think the forward one, and then the other two both had damage increases. So that's nice. Well, the reduced stun is bad, but forward throw into forward dash is like a good sequence if the opponent is cornered. As Kami, she has a throw loop if the opponent's cornered, I think. So that's like, that's reduced stun on that because it already leads to good momentum. You don't need the stun. It's very easy for Kami to like get the opponent to the corner and then get some really good momentum going. So like it's now she needs a little bit more to kill you. Light punch. Change the startup from 4 frames to 3 frames for the rapid cancel version. Very interesting. So like if you stand light punch and then you do another stand light punch, it'll come out in 3. That I don't know if that changes shit. I thought her stand light punch was 3, or maybe it's her crouch light punch that's 3. So maybe it was like it's making it so it's always 3 frames. I think it's her crouching light punch that's 3. I think her standing light punch is 4. I don't remember. Stand medium kick, recovery increased from 13 to 15. So that hurts it as a poke. That doesn't affect too much, but that means that certain characters where she has to fight them a lot with pokes, like maybe Geef, she might have a little bit of a harder time. I don't know. Stand light punch, crouch light punch is a true block string. But stand light punch into stand light punch is not a true block string? Or what? I thought they were all true block strings because they like chain. Increase the advantage on hit from +2 to +4 for a hard kick. So that means if she gets stand hard kick, even if it's not a crush counter, you get a combo. So that's a good thing. That is a super good thing. That means she gets a combo out of stand hard kick. That's not going to affect too much. Let me think. It depends on how close the opponent is, because I think it pushes back too far for like back strong the combo. If she could combo back strong after stand hard kick, that would be like a really nice punish combo that she could do. Like if she jumps, if she like neutral jump command grab or something like that, she could do like on the way down hard kick into stand hard kick into like back strong or something like that. That would be like a huge punish combo. But I'm guessing that stand back strong isn't going to work. So it's probably going to be stand hard kick into stand jab. And I don't even know that it'll be stronger than her existing like stand strong, stand fierce kind of stuff. But like being able to combo, it's nice. It's like a good little thing. Like, let's say you're like fighting a Ibuki, and you don't fight that many Ibukis, and Ibuki does like regular DP, and you just instinctively hit hard kick because it's like, oh, this is a crush counter attack, and then you like don't crush counter because it's not crush counter punishable, and then it's like, oh shit, and then you can still complete a combo. You know, there's still an ender. That's like a very minor thing that I just brought up, but like get hard kick into a completion is better than hard kick into nothing. If you're fishing with hard kick, looking for a counter hit, and you get a regular hit, now you can complete a combo, whereas before you only get like nothing. So I would say that's a good buff. Okay, and actually she has some like deep connect stand hard kick stuff. I think. I don't know if that's going to change at all, but I think she can get like a meaty stand hard kick on some characters off of some scenarios. So now that's going to be more plus frames too. If it's deep, if it's like +5, you can combo low strong. Um, hit opponents who are behind Kemi. A lot of Kemi. I think Kemi players don't fuck around with starting hard kick, and I don't blame them because it's slow, and she's got some of the best anti-airs in the game besides stand hard kick. So like she doesn't really need it. But just for the record, stand hard kick is a really good anti-air button, and there are characters who would appreciate it. It's just that Kemi doesn't appreciate it, because Kemi already has like a good DP and a good back strong. But that's cool if it can anti-air, because it already anti-airs decently far out, and now if it anti-airs behind her, that's good too. That's just going to be good against certain characters. That's not like a huge deal, but it's nice. Um, hmm. Quick spin knuckle, +6 to +7. What new link is that? What new link? Does she get low forward then? No, low forward 6, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I don't know what new link she gets. Well, that means it's +9 on counter hit. I don't know what new link that gives her either. She can already do quick spin knuckle into like stand fierce. Like what could be better than that? All right. Crouch hard punch. Quick spin knuckle into crouch hard punch into V trigger. That's like a combo route she has now, I guess. That's neat. I don't know. That's like very I don't know. V reversal's now -4, so that means it's actually unsafe if you block it. It is kind of surprising to block, and it does get her out of the corner. So, that's like if you actually like bait it, you can punish it. Whatever. It's whatever. It's kind of bad. That's like bad for Kami, but it's not a huge deal. But it is bad for Kami. Um, Delta Drive, V trigger, extended V trigger active duration. That doesn't do almost anything. That just means that there's more total time that she can sit on her V trigger longer. Like you can activate V trigger and then not dive kick, and there's more time that you can decide to dive kick. So like it's probably still going to end up being the same number of special moves in V trigger. It's just that you can have more downtime between them. That's like nice, but it's like these Kami changes are like net nothing. They're like very slight nerfs if anything, but you get a couple new things to play around with. But like this, they didn't. It looks like they weren't really trying to change Kami at all. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that might apply to V Trigger 2 for all these characters, so we'll have to wait and see. Dragon Suplex, that sounds like a throw. Damage increase. Target down, might be a throw as well. Air Jack might be an air throw. So we got damage increases on throws, that's good. Nash doesn't have a super solid mix-up besides counter hit fishing. So damage on throws makes counter hit fishing better. Semi-medium kick, extra active frames, that makes it a marginally better anti-air. Nash semi-medium kick is not horrible, but like it's a little bit, it's not precise to time, but like extra active frames makes it easier to time against attacks that can hit kind of early, like Zangief jumps forward or something like that. Now Nash can maybe with a little bit more consistency snipe that. But like already stand medium kick, I don't know. That's like nice for stand medium kick as an anti-air. Stand hard kick changed the hitbox and hurtbox damage increased, so that's a buff to another anti-air normal. Most Nashes use low strong most of the time, but medium kick and hard kick are not bad. And hard kick in particular it's a little bit slow, but it has a good hitbox, and if the damage is better, then I can see Nash is using that as an anti-air a lot. Crouch medium kick, increased recovery, but no changes to advantage and disadvantage. That means it's fine if nothing's changing if it connects with the opponent, but it's becoming more unsafe if it whiffs. So Nash can't. That means it probably makes it easier to whiff punish. That's probably what that's doing. Probably like Nash can't just throw it out mindlessly if the opponent like happens to jump, or if he whiffs it in front of the opponent, maybe they can hit it. Something like that. It's a little nerf. Spinning the back knuckle, bullet combination. I don't know what the bullet combination. That's the one that ends in V skill. Changes the status on a hit. I have never seen a change in any change list that vague. It's probably good. It might lead to like a juggle now. It might be like medium kick, hard kick, V skill, EX, flip kick or something like that. It could like flip them into the air. I don't know. That's like I don't know. Change the status on a hit. Maybe now he can do the V skill and then he can do like V trigger and actually get something better. Okay, it's a change so his VT2 can juggle. Okay, cool. So they gave him that target combo and they're trying to make it real good. EX Sonic Boom, change to the strength of the additional button pressed will control the speed of the second Sonic Boom. That's probably a nothing change. That probably won't change that much. But if it's possible that if you do like, if you're like really close and you do the first hit EX Boom and then you a light second one, maybe it'll give you a delayed connect boom, so that might give you extra plus frames. Or it might be like, if you're really far away and you're doing EX Boom, you can do like the EX into hard and like get them closer together or something like that, or like get them do light and get them further apart and then they control space longer. I don't know. That's like, I don't know. It's the second boom though. That doesn't, I don't, that like, I don't know what that's gonna change. HP bar boom speed at the fastest. That's good. If it's slow, that's what I'm concerned for. I want it to be slow. If it's fast, sure, that's good. EX Sonic Scythe, Judgment Saber, easier to ease the air combo count. It already works in most scenarios, but there'll probably be some new stuff you can get. But if you get like neutral jump hard kick or like medium kick hard kick, anti-air, like the TC whiff, if you get like I don't know, most of his struggles already allow for that. So that's I don't know. Oh, maybe he can do 2 hits hard Sonic Scythe into super, into V trigger into super. Then that might be a little buff. That might be a little buff. Because right now, if he does like if he does like 2 hits of hard Sonic Scythe, and I think probably like multiple hits of EX Sonic Scythe too. If he does too many hits, he can't get good juggles out of them. Yeah, it's probably for V trigger 2 stuff as well. M Bison, increased forward walk speed. Danger, danger, that is super scary. Bison's walk speed is shit. If it's even slightly increased, that's good. Oh, Nash net changes. I don't know. None of these seem like a big deal. We'll have to wait and see. Um, these are probably throws. They made his throw damage consistent. Alex and Laura, that's fine. That's good. That's a step up. Sudden Light Punch now +5. I think Bison. I was puzzling over this. This was on the league change list. I was like, does Bison even have a 5-frame medium? That's like still nice, but like those Bison have a 5-frame medium because I seem to recall all of them being 6, or like 7, or like slower. Bison doesn't have like quick normals. I need to like open up like fat or something like that. Bison getting walk speed is good. Yeah. Send light punch into stand medium punch into the TC, or like stand light punch into stand medium punch into link low medium punch into medium inferno or something like that. That's like a lot better for counter hit combos. That's if nothing else. Because right now he's got to do like stand light punch low strong, and that doesn't give you a whole lot of time to react. But stand light punch, stand medium punch, crouch medium punch is a lot of extra damage and a lot of extra reaction time. So you got more time to see that you're hitting and cancel. Stand light kick is worse on hit and worse on block. That's that. They gave him a 3-frame normal and they're like, don't use this. So now even on counter hit you can't combo out of stand light kick. So they want you canceling it immediately. If you're gonna go for a stand light kick at all, you've got to go for an immediate light blast, or you've got to go for an immediate light scissor kick if you want to combo out of it. So that's bad. let me see this. This probably won't be visible at all on stream, but I want to see it. Okay, I see. So now, if after a full V trigger 2 hits, he can get Super or EX Sonic Scythe. So that's pretty good. He's got Enders, baby. Where were we? Oh yeah, light kick nerfs. That's like bad for Bison. Bison already has like shitty reversal options, and his best reversal option is the stand light kick. And now stand light kick doesn't combo to itself on counter hit, and is -2 on block. So both of those are like oof. Um, Increased pushback on block for stand hard kick. That's the change that I was waiting to read. Thank God. I feel like a noose is being tied around my neck when I block Bison stand hard kick. That's extremely relieving, dude. Fuck that normal. That normal's good. It leads to like a full it crush counters, it leads to a full combo on regular connect. And like it's like +3 on block or something. I do not like I do not like blocking Bison stand hard kick. If there's more pushback, I feel super relieved. Um so little buffs to his ability to land a throw, little nerfs to his block string pressure. Psycho Axe, that's down towards Fierce. Change the hitbox and hitbox collision. Increase the amount of V gauge meter upon successfully countering an opponent's physical attack. So, okay, right now, it's no one uses V skill for like hits. People only use it for Bison can snatch a hit and a projectile, but people only ever snatch projectiles because it's very easy. Like you know exactly where a projectile is going once you see it. You can see its speed. It's just going to travel across the screen and maybe disappear depending on what kind of projectile it is. It's very easy to snatch a projectile. Snatching a hit is a whole different ballgame. It's crazy risky. You can anti-air with V skills, Bison, but you never would. You can like use it to counter attacks, but you never would. Even though the projectile you can shoot is really good, it's very risky right now to try and snatch stuff. So his V skill is pretty useless against characters who don't have fireballs. Um, uh, I guess if you actually snatch a hit, then you get paid off more. It depends on how much V meter it actually builds. If it builds like half a V bar, I would actually fish for this. But if it's any less than that, I would be like, fuck it, I don't need that. Do not need to snatch no hits. Yeah, like if you see like if you see like an Armika charging a dropkick or something like that, maybe you can charge that. If you see like a Abigail charging a Fierce, you could like snatch that. But if you're not snatching like a reactable attack, like don't even hit that button. Um, Light Psycho Blast, startup increased. So wait a sec, he might not even have stand light kick into Light Psycho Blast anymore. That may be, that combo might just be gone because he lost 2 frames of plus frames on light kick, and he gained 2 startup frames on Light Psycho Blast. There's 4 frames now. It's 4 frames slower to combo those 2 attacks. He might have to go from stand light kick to light scissor kick to complete. EX double reverse. Uh, Increased recovery on landing. Okay, so like if you can't just throw it out willy nilly against some characters anymore. Now it's got a little bit of recovery when he lands. Uh, no, like light kick into. I can see this still works. Hard Psycho Inferno into Light Blast is already a combo, and I guess they changed Hard Psycho Inferno to make sure that it stays a combo. Oh, but Light's double knee press got faster. Huh. Change pushback on block. That's important depending on what it is. That's actually super important. I don't know if it's going to push back less or more, but light double knee press was like one of his most spammable attacks in every other game. So like uh depending on what range it leaves the opponent at, because right now it's like -4. Depending on the range it leaves the opponent at, this is either really good or really bad for Bison. Vega. Oh, it's -3. Yeah, -3, -2, -1. Is that it? I thought it was -4, -3, -2. I don't remember. It's been too long. They're all different by 1 frame. Vega, Stardust Shot I think is the air throw. Got a damage increase. The suplex is the forward throw I think. -3, -4, -2? Oh. That sounds... That sounds different from what I remember. Hold up. I'm opening fat. Double knee... It's -4, -3, -2. That's what I thought it was. Are you how certain are you of your information? Um, let me see. Where's actual changes that I can comment on? Stand hard kick got better at anti-airing. That's good. That's like a nice change. But Vega doesn't have... Hard kick is one of his best anti-air normals. In fact, it probably just is his best anti-air normal. But it goes really far out, and it goes really far back. And it crush counters. So like those are like 3 really nice things about it. Well, it doesn't go really far back, but with this change, it will go really far back. But uh, it's slow. It's not that fast. You have to be kind of ready for a jump. If you're watching for a jump, you can hard kick it. But if you get caught by surprise, you might not hit hard kick in time. So like that's I don't know. That's theoretically really good for Vega. That might give him a good anti-air normal. It's already like an okay anti-air normal. Let me see. Crouch medium punch, change the hurt box, collision. Extra active frame for crouching hard punch. Change so it can hit opponents who are behind Vega. Okay, so Clawed, crouch hard punch is getting really good anti-air buffs. Um, Clawless, crouch hard punch, also getting good anti-air buffs. So crouch hard punch might be really good now. Might be really good. Might actually have a good anti-air. That's nice. That's super good. Matador Flash. The second hit can be cancelled. Let me think. What the hell is that? What the hell is Matador Flash? Is that Fierce Fierce? Yeah, okay, Fierce Fierce. Claw Fierce Fierce. So now he has his right now he has a TC in Claw and a TC in Clawless. And the TC in Clawless you can do 2 hits into a special move. And now they're making it so you can do TC and Claw 2 hits into a special move. So that's a big buff. That means like Fierce Fierce roll, maybe, or maybe it means Fierce Fierce into EX off the wall or something like that. That's super buffs. That's really, really buffed. That means that Claude, that was like a huge advantage Clawless Vega had over Claude Vega, and now it's something that they share. Like Clawless Vega still has better TC, but like now, that's really big. Um, I think he can do like I think he does have like Crouch Fierce into Stand Fierce, right? Didn't they do a change like that? Didn't they give him some kind of buff? Claw, Crouch Fierce into Stand Fierce. They like made some significant in 2.5. They gave him some significant frame advantage change. Yeah, that's probably gonna change his optimal combos in Claw in general. That's gonna change like all his optimal combos in Claw. That's gonna change everything. Matador Blitz can only be canceled into CA or V trigger. So third hit only. Third hit is the V skill. So now he's getting Stand Strong, Stand Roundhouse into V skill, and now he can cancel into V trigger, which I thought already worked, and CA, which I'm pretty sure didn't work. So that's nice. That's like good. Now he can do the full TC and then combo CA. That's probably damage optimal. Matador turn can cancel it to CA. Okay, so wait, what's going on? V turn. What the hell does that mean? This probably his V skill. I think Matador turn is his V skill. So now V skill into critical art like always works. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. That's not now if he like V skills a fireball and you swipe the opponent and it hits, he can do a super. It's probably not dodge into super. Well, it is like it's probably dodge into swipe into super. I doubt you can do dodge into super, and if you can, it's not even that good. But dodge into swipe into super is a buff, so whatever. That's like good for Vega. All right, so Bloody Kiss Torero. That's I think the straight one. I don't know. No, it's not the straight one. I don't. All right, someone get up a move list, and someone give us our uh Someone give us the names of bloody kisses. Wait, no, I can look this up myself. I've got Fat open. Where is Claw? Let my beauty intoxicate you. Where the hell is it? Torero is the straight one? Yeah, Torero is the straight one. Rojo is um the up one. And Azul is the down one. Okay. So Torero got a fat damage drop. 170 to 100. That's a huge nerf. Change the blowback damage on hit. Increased juggle potential when used in air combos. So you can do it, and then this probably means that you can still get enders if you do, like, let's say a launch into a V trigger into a like ender. The ender will still work or something like that. Increased EX meter gain. I didn't even know it built EX meter. So if it does now, that's good for him. That's cool. HP edge. That's good. That's a good reason to stay in claw. EX flag Barcelona. Yeah. So you can do like EX off the wall and then the claw attack and then the V trigger. Okay. Damage decreased. Damage decreased. Oh, they increased the damage on Rojo. Rojo's the one that goes up. So that one actually got stronger, but it looks like there's still no ender for that one. But these ones have the air one. Didn't even have an ender, did it? I don't remember. The straight one always did. So these got fat damage nerfs, and then now he can do like combos out of them himself without help from his super. Like right now, as it stands, the only thing he can combo out of V trigger is super, and now he has like regular juggles. But they took like 70 damage off of both of them to make it fair. Might be all right. It changes, but I don't know. Azul never had an ender, so now you can end off with two of them. That's good. That's a buff. That means that going over fireballs with jump B trigger is actually okay now. I think Azuna drop is more unsafe. Like Crimson Terror, pushback distance on hit increased, so no more looping ever. They do not like that he had a loop at all. EX Barcelona, attack startup timing, movement value, timing on final attack on hit. So this looks like it's not going to change functionally. It's just going to change your timing on executing it. Sim. Oh, I don't know. It looks like net buffs. Buffs to anti are really big. That's like something that will actually affect like his constant gameplay. Changes to his struggles are probably going to be net good, but it remains to be seen. But overall, his combos look better. It looks like Vega caught some nice buffs. Sim, I might play Vega, dude. I might actually play Vega. Depends on what all is going on when I'm playing him. I'm gonna change mains once AE comes out, and I haven't decided quite on who yet. But Vega's a candidate. It might still be. I don't know. It remains to be seen. Yoga Rocket, change positioning after hit. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's probably a throw. Probably a throw. Let me see. Crouch medium punch got better at hitting opponents who are behind Sim. That's good. It's already a pretty good anti-air, actually. The medium punch is actually like, it doesn't have a upper body hitbox, unlike all its other good anti-airs. So you can it's already good, but now it's good if they're like jumping over your head. And right now Sim kind of hates that range. So maybe he can actually like have good anti-airs if he's watching for them. Jump medium punch can be cancelled to V skill on hit. That's really cool. I actually like that. So you can like jump or like, be V skilling, and then they jump in on you and you do jump medium punch and you hit them, and then you can like cancel it to another V skill maybe. And like you can keep floating. You can keep on hanging around up there. Yoga Anvil change so it can hit opponents who are behind Dalsim. That might be back fierce. That's okay. It says change the hurt box. They might have made that better. It's already like, it's tall, but it doesn't have an upper body invulnerability very well. So it's actually not, it like gets counter hit super easy because it goes so far up, but it's not, if they do like an early air normal, they can trade with you or even win. Um, so that might be a buff to that because right now it's rewarding if you land it, but even if you're watching for it, it's not 100% good. It's like not a super good attack in terms of like consistency. So if it turns into a consistent anti-air, then that means he's got an anti-air that's okay. It's like good. It doesn't lead to anything, but it at least works consistently, and it comes out faster. And then he's got a slower one that does a little bit more damage. So that's like that's net buffs, super buffed. Light, medium, hard gale, hitbox changes, Yoga Sunburst. I think that's the super ease the air combo count. That will probably affect something somewhere in V trigger too. Yoga Burner V-Trigger. Damage increased from 100 to 120. That's good. Increase the amount of EX meter gain. That's also good. These are like net buffs, I guess. That's A-okay. Atomic Drop, Harasho Choke Slam. Those are probably both his forward throws, I guess. Change positioning after hit. Probably worse Oki after a forward throw, would be my guess. Um, Increased horizontal pushback distance on a midair hit. So that means the opponent's probably going to be further away if Geef anti-airs with jab. That's a little nerf. Right now, Geef can anti-air with jab, and then the opponent lands moderately close to him, and they're in a mix-up scenario. And it's not like Geefs pursue that often because most people just anti-air with like Lariat. But that's it's Geef has really good anti-airs. It's already scary as hell jumping in on Geef. Crouch Light Punch. This is like the biggest nerf to the entire character. It went from +4 to +3, which means you can't combo 2 Crouch Light Punches. So right now, you can do like 3 Crouch Light Punches into B-Trigger, for example, which is really, really, really good. And you can do like 3 Crouch Light Punches in general. But now, if it's only +3, I think that means he has to do like low short, low jab, Lariat. Like you can't do low short, low jab, low jab. Or like what else? That like changes that just means it's not as comboable at all into itself. That means that he can still use crouch jab to like have a great hitbox and interrupt stuff and to go really far. But it means that he can't like it nerfs his damage a lot when he actually gets the crouch jabs. That's a big nerf. Because that's like his strongest area is crouch jab mashing. It really neuters some characters in neutral. I like that change, but it's bad for Geef. It's really bad for Geef. He's got other combos he can do instead. You can still do stand jab, stand short, and you can do low short, low jab, and both of those combo to Lariat. But stand jab is kind of slow on a grounded opponent, and low short, low jab into Lariat is I think a little inconsistent. You have to be like point blank. And those are both like 2 light. Well, he only has 2 light confirms, but it's nerfs. It's nerfs. Standing light kick worse on Raw Connect. Right now, I mean, usually in a confirm you just end it in Lariat, so you don't have recovery. But if you're just doing stand light kick as a button, as like a poke, it's got 3 extra frames that it needs to recover. Let me see. Whoa! Crouching light kick can no longer cancel into a special move. I didn't even know he could do that. I didn't know his crouching light kick canceled. What the fuck? What did you use that for? I guess you could do like let's say a body press or something like that, some air attack into crouch light kick into Lariat, and that would be a mix up with like a throw. But most of the time people did low short low jab Lariat, so I don't know if that's I didn't even know he could do that. I mean the only special move you could cancel into at all is Lariat for Geef right now. So like this probably won't change almost anything. That's like not even a nerf. That's not like a change almost. I don't know. There might be some like really like stupid thing that could do. Oh yeah, he did have crouch like kick into bear grab as a reset, and that was good. That was a really good thing. So now he loses that. It's not a huge nerf because he can still do other light normals into bear grab, but that was the thing is like crouch light kick didn't have that good of. No, I think crouch light kick was like +4, wasn't it, or plus? I forget. Yeah, it's like +4, I think. I don't know though. I feel like there was something it did that was really cool when canceling it to bear grab. Um, Let me see. Knee hammer. What is that? Is that the towards medium kick? Increased landing recovery by 3 frames. So this is worse to whiff. It whiffs slower. It whiffs 3 frames slower. But if you connect with the opponent, there's no changes at all. I'm relieved to see that because I'm an old man who can't react to things. And every time Geef whiffs towards, I usually react to that. But it's scary when Geef, if Geef does towards medium kick and then like I jump on reaction, like there's a chance he's gonna jump with me and air SPD me. And if I don't jump, if I hold down back, or if I don't react, for example, he can SPD me on the ground. It's scary. I get put in a mix-up scenario when he does knee hammer. And the correct response is to see a whiff knee hammer and hit it. But it whiffs pretty fast, so it's really hard to like see a knee hammer. If Geef like does knee hammer and it whiffs, and I like do stand strong on reaction to it, there's like a chance that I'm gonna get grabbed before I can hit it with my stand strong. You know, it's kind of hard to react to. 3 extra frames is gonna go a long way. Pile driver recovery on whiff by 8 frames, so he's getting worse. Recovery on command grabs. Lariat increased recovery, so it's gonna. He's a little bit more punishable on a bad lariat. Geefs already don't lariat except as anti-air or in combos, so that's not gonna be a huge thing. That's like you don't really have to like you don't really use lariat to dodge fireballs in this game. You already use like flex or like towards fierce or something like that. So this is not really. This just makes lariat more unsafe, but it's not a big deal. Tundra Storm. I don't know what the hell that is. Start up from 4 frames to 2. Wait, we can figure this out. We can figure out what Tundra Storm is. Oh, there we go. It's the parry. I figured it out. I figured it out by this line. Command changed. Okay, so 2 frames means it actually destroys frame traps, which theoretically makes it a lot more useful than it is right now. If it's like, let's say, I don't know, because not a lot of attacks like work with it. But if there's like um, a medium confirm or something where it's like a 3 frame gap, and uh, the second attack is like a parryable attack, that means you could theoretically parry the attack. Yeah, emphasis on theoretically. They're making it so rewarding. I still haven't actually seen a Geef ever land it in a real match. There's probably been a few times. Reduced recovery on whiff by 10 frames. That's a big buff. That's something that might actually make it okay. Right now, it's way too risky to attempt. But if it recovers 10 frames faster, that makes it a lot less risky. If it whiffs like as fast as a throw or something like that, or even faster than a throw, that that normal throw, that actually makes it a lot less dangerous to attempt. Um, that's the biggest change I'm reading right here. Change to it cannot be special. Oh, I was about to say it'd be really cool if he had like low strong into Tundra Storm into like jab as like a combo, like whiff a parry in the middle of a combo. But no. Yeah, 2 frame startup does make it better against V reversals. That's a big deal. Some V reversals are kicks, and if he can like do a crouch jab on Ken, and then Ken does V reversal, and then Geef parries it, that's gonna make it more consistent. Yeah, change the whiff motion. That could mean anything. Cyclone Lariat, V trigger, increase the amount of EX meter gain. Nice little buff. These are like net nerfs. These are all like nerfs. I guess they thought that Zangief was really strong right now, which I kind of agree with. Zangief is like okay against some characters and really strong against other characters. There are a lot of characters where their worst matchup is Zangief. But then like there's a few characters who kind of body Zangief, and then there's a lot of characters where Zangief's fair. Zangief has like poor balance right now. But these are all like nerfs. I don't know if any of these are going to help Zangief in his bad matchups. This just sounds like it's going to be Zangief's going to be more manageable for the characters he beats, and then like worse against the characters he's fair against, and worse against the characters who beat him. That like all sounds bad. All right, V Trigger 2 is still like we don't know about any of those. Yeah, Zangief is one of the worst balanced characters in every single game he's in, so it's not a big deal. It's not a new thing for Zangief to have shitty balance. Um, Let me see. Hajo Tsui, that's probably a throw. Change positioning after hit. She probably lost a loop or something. I don't know.
Huh.
Extra startup frame on stand medium kick. That's a minor nerf, but it's a pretty good button, so that hurts. Increased recovery. Also pretty. That means it's -1 more, I guess. Oh no, -2 more. Disadvantage on block increased from -2 to -4. So they're making this a less dumb normal. This is a normal where you actually have to think before you click it. It's already not super rewarding. It does control space really well, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage and it has no combo routes. But it is good in terms of like it forces the opponent to play a certain way. If they're not playing that way, you can hit stand medium kick and like get free hits. So like she can force the opponent to play like closed. And then once the opponent's playing closed, like stand strong and low strong and like low forward become like good buttons. But she needs to get kind of close for those, and she can't do that with stand medium kick. Or rather, she can't do that without stand medium kick. I shouldn't say she can't do it without it, but like it's good for she forces the opponent. She reminds the opponent that they can't play like a poke war with her because she's got like a good poke. But like pokes don't actually do anything if the opponent's blocking. Um. All right, cool. One of my friends wants to hang out tonight. 9 frames recovery. That's actually pretty hard to whiff punish then. Well, I don't know, because you can whiff punish the active frames too. Um, if it's like as long as you don't use a move that gets countered. That whiffs pretty quickly. If your total frames are less than 30, that's not like a huge commit. Stand hard punch, change the hitbox and the hitbox. Can now trigger a crush counter. Crush counter stand hard punch. That's good because it's an anti or normal. If the opponent hits a button a little late, that means uh, that means that she can actually like launch them in an anti-air connect. I don't know if it'll necessarily launch them or it'll just knock them over, but at the very least you'll get V meter. That's a good little change, and it'll probably have some combos and stuff. At the very least, um, stand hard punch gives you a very very big reaction. So now if you get crush counter stand hard punch in neutral, let's say in like a you counter poke something with it because it can't trade with mediums or lights. Um, you can react really easily. Oh, but that's a nerf if it launches on the ground. That's actually well, I don't, it depends. It depends on whether it's a free juggle state. That changes. That means that's gonna change a lot of our combos. If you like picture Nikali stand fierce, that changes all his combos if it's crush counter versus if it's not crush counter. I shouldn't say it changes all his combos. It mercs his combos. I don't know if this will merc her combos. Can't get a light Mujin. Not even if you cancel it. If you cancel it, it probably whiffs, right? They get launched higher than the light Mujin can hit. All right, that's something to fool around with. If it still goes to Tenko, then nothing's really going to change, except you get more reaction time and you get V meter. Stand hard kick, change the startup from 10 to 12. That's a little nerf. That's a good button. That's like a super good button in neutral. It like is a crush counter and it beats most other pokes. Um, so changes to its startup are going to hurt it. Oh, that's okay. So probably the JP is wrong there. Probably the stand hard punch is a JP1 scenario, I'm guessing, and not a free juggle state like crutch hard punch, crush counter. Crutch light punch. Change the flip value for midair hits. That could mean anything. That sounds like some kind of air reset, jab air reset stuff. Sounds like the opponent like gets air reset lower or something like that, or maybe higher, but probably lower. Knowing Capcom, probably they don't bounce as high when they get air reset. Um, Change the hitbox of Crutch medium punch. I wonder if it got wider or narrower. Okay, they buffed Crutching hard punch as an A tier. Hit behind her. That's a huge deal for that. For that particular normal, that's a big deal. Because right now, right this second, it is garbage because it goes so far forward and it doesn't hit behind her. You'll never anti-air with it unless they're like over half screen away. So if she can actually get an anti-air with crouch hard punch at a range where people actually jump in on her, it might actually be a good anti-air. She might actually have a functional crouch fierce. I don't remember if it moves her upper body. Um, I think it doesn't, but it might. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure she doesn't get an invincible upper body when she's doing Crouch Hard Punch. I don't know. They're buffing a lot of other characters anti-airs. It feel even though Kareen's supposed to have bad anti-airs, it feels like they're leaving her in the dust just a little bit. But that could be a huge buff, or it could be like a slight buff. Gurren can increase the amount of gauge consumption upon activation. Change the timing of gauge consumption upon activation. Huh. So that's like the initial. I think that's the initial Rekka, isn't it? I don't know. Sandheart Punch is okay. It hits behind her a little bit. It's not a bad anti-air. It's a bad anti-air in terms of how you have to time it, but in terms of hitbox, it's pretty good. It has unusually few active frames when trying to anti-air with it compared to most other anti-airs in this game. But like in terms of hitbox, it's pretty good. It like has a very tiny upper body hurtbox, if any upper body hurtbox at all, and it's wide enough anyway. Gurren Kyoho, her stand jab is not a bad anti-air stand jab, to be honest. It might be now since they changed it, but as of right now, it's one of the functional stand jab anti-airs. Although she usually uses fierce. Change the timing of gauge consumption upon activation. That may be the step back. I don't know. Alright, Jay Wong tweet. I want to see this. She saw a jab reset in the corner, but it's easier to block. Command dash always goes behind and regular dash always stays in front. Relieving! Relieving. I'm okay that she keeps that if it's easier to know which side she's going to be on. Probably net nerfs for Kareen. It depends. It depends on some of these changes. She's like not significantly changed, to be honest. But the nerfs to her pokes are kind of bad. But she doesn't need to poke. It's just convenient. It's nice. Kareen has like pretty good poke. Kareen has like some of the better pokes in the game, and now they're probably going to like. They're still good in terms of hitboxes, but they're a little slower. It's not gonna be a big deal, I don't think. I think Kareen's still a very, very manageable character. Yeah, we saw Vega already. Just watch the archives when I put it up. Daydream Headlock. That's probably forward throw. Yeah, okay, so. Damage increase on forward throw is nice, I guess. Dream Driver while opponent is crouching. That's the crouching throw, I guess. Change the status on hit. Curious. Damage increase, stun increase. Say medium punch, crutch, light kick. Okay, here we go. Change so that it can hit opponents who are behind Armika. And it says change the hurtbox. Crouch medium punch is already an okay anti-air. It's not like great, but it's okay. Crouch medium punch and crouch medium kick are both like decent anti-airs for Mika. In terms of like her other moves, they're like two of her better anti-airs, two of her best. But in terms of like the rest of the cast, they're a little weak. So now low medium punch is probably a little bit better as an anti-air. Reading these, a little bit like more consistent because it can win and it can trade. It's a bit iffy. And the fact that it moves forward just a little bit, so it can go under the opponent. So if it can go under the opponent and still hit, then that's a good buff for her. Crouch medium kick, EX shooting peach. No, it's all right. It's people. It gets a bad rap. Crouch medium kick's okay. If the opponent neutral jumps in front of you, like directly touching Armika, crouch medium kick will usually like win clean. But like low medium punch can go under. That's not a big deal compared to like now that this can hit on the other side for crouch medium punch. But there were certain ranges where Mika had to use crouch medium kick, and it's if you time it perfectly, it's fine. It like beats air attacks. I think it's not upper body invincible, but she's crouching while she's doing it, so it's not. It still like hits and functions. I had good success with it when I was testing it. I've tested like every normal in this game for being an anti-air, and I remember that one not being that bad. Well, I remember both of them being a little bad, but like neither of them being like super bad. Lady Mika can be cancelled with a special move. I was like racking my brain for what that does, because that's towards Fierce, I think. And it's like already you can combo out of it like all the time. I'm thinking that if you do like a single Lady Mika into like a I'm thinking it probably makes it more consistent to do. I'm thinking I forget what I came up with. I found like one thing that it did. Um, maybe like towards Fierce uh into DP mid screen. I think I don't remember if that works, or maybe like towards Fierce into Shooting Peach. Forward hard punch at the wingless airplane on block to escape the corner. Sure. Crouching medium kick, EX shooting peach, change the hurt box. Dive bomb, increase the landing recovery by 3 frames. Is that the charged hard kick? Oh, that's the belly flop. Okay. That's bad for her, I guess. That means that it's more punishable. It's already like -5 or something like that, so if it goes to -8, that's pretty bad. Damn, chat's moving so fast. Canceling the EX Peach to punish V reversal. Yeah, that sounds good. Towards Fierce, and then they V reversal, and then you EX shooting Peach through their V reversal. That's pretty cool if it works. Um, Let me see here. Where did I stop? Passion press. What the hell is that? Don't care. Mic performance. Increase the amount of meter gain upon holding down the buttons to max charge. Well, that's great. To max charge? What the fuck? I'm guessing it just instantly gives you a full V-bar or something like that once you get it to max charge. But you'll never get it to max charge. Who cares? Oh, it's clap? Passion press is clap? Hmm. Okay. But I don't know how to interpret collision boxes during the move, so some kind of counter hit stuff. Brimstone. That's like a fire. That's one of her throws. That's like the throw that keeps the same side, I think. Change to her character box does not move behind her during the startup of the move. I didn't know that was a thing. Oliver Oliver command grabs got more unsafe. Damage increases on the one that crosses up. So that's like net worse. All the early ones are like quality of life and slight buffs, and the command grabs got nerfed. No, we have not looked at Rashid yet. Birdie, stand medium punch. Oh, bunch of buttons. Fix an issue where he could hold forward. He could move forward by pressing another button immediately after the move begins. So he had a car off of stand medium kick. I feel like I knew that at some point, but I forgot. That's kind of cool. And they fixed it, so now it's not kind of cool anymore. Oh, that's actually increased pushback on hit and block for crouch light punch. I wonder if he can still do point. I wonder, like, he can do crouch light punch into stand light kick. It's a combo, but it like barely works for the range, so it might not work anymore, or it might need to be like absolutely point blank. That might be a nerf. That might be a like a reasonable nerf. Um, Let me see here. Increased recovery on whiff for his command grab. Remove throw invincibility from EX Killing Head. No! Birdie can now get thrown on wake up. There's no reason not to throw Birdie on wake up. That was like the one reason not to do it. So now the only way Birdie can beat your meaty throw is with super. Ouch! 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 Birdie already couldn't wake up very well into two-hit attacks, like let's say Re towards Fierce or Re back roundhouse. But if he can't wake up into throws either, oh, Birdie has to actually respect throws a little bit. Birdie has to actually wake up respectively. Respecting whatever. What am I forgetting? I guess you can do like jump cancel stuff. Yeah, jump cancel. That's what I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting jump cancel. Jump and then cancel the jump into a special move before you jump. Hard bullhead, damage increase, damage increase. Bullhorn, V Bullhorn, reduce the distance at which he drops spec at move startup. So that means you can't. Right now, let's say it's like low strong, stand strong from Kareen. Like, I don't know if this is a good example because I don't know how this reacts, but like let's say, if you block low strong, and then if you're Birdie and you block low strong, and then she does stand strong, and you like block, you'll keep blocking it. And if you do like a reversal, anything else, you'll get hit out of the reversal. But regular Bullhorn, even though it's not like invincible or anything, Well, it has some invincibility, but not to like stand strong. He'll like jump out of the way and then like shoot in. He ducks back and then he goes in, and certain frame traps get lit up by that. Like certain frame traps should theoretically work from a frame perspective, but they don't because of the huge backstep. Um, but that means that Bullhorn as a reversal is a lot worse. Right now it's like kind of good. Well, it's not good, but like it has niche uses, and now the niche uses the main niche use is gone. Hard hanging chain changed the hitbox for the first active frame, so I don't know if that's buffing it as an ATR. I guess I'll look at this. What is this? Knock knock, open up the door, it's real nonstop, pop pop, stainless steel. Nice. Nikali. Net, I don't know about these Brady changes. They basically didn't really, little nerfs, maybe. These are all little nerfs. The losing throw invincibility on EX killing head, it doesn't sound like a big deal. Like, how often do you really go through throws with it? But it kills a mix-up, that's the thing. Or like it adds him, like, he had a mix-up wake-up that allowed him to be a little bit safer on wake-up than most characters. But now he has to respect certain things, which means he's just a lot weaker on wake-up. So net minor nerfs for Brody, I think. But it remains to be seen. Depends on his V-Trigger 2 stuff. Nikali, Soul Stealer. That sounds like a 4-throw. Soul Stealer V... No, what the hell is Soul Stealer? Reduce throw damage. Yeah, it is a throw. Okay. Oh, throw distance. Why'd I read that wrong? Yeah, Brady got nerfed bad on defense. Weaker wake up and removing a reversal option. He's kind of strong there. He's got like decent neutral. He's got good buttons in neutral, to be honest. Um, and he's got a nice in close mix up, but he also has like decent wake up, and it's like now they're hurting his wake up. They're decent defense. So overall, that's like Brady was strong in a lot of different areas. Where was I? Change status after hit. Reduce throw distance. So both of his throws leave the opponent closer in V trigger. That's good for him, I guess. Change the collision boxes during the move. Increase pushback on block for stay medium kick. That's a change I wanted to read. Every time you block Nikali stay medium kick, your fucking life is on the line. That's just a good button in general. Like, I shouldn't even say like every time you block it. Like, just regular throw versus like command grab versus stand medium kick is such a fucking potent mix up. Every time Nikali gets in, he's just got this like little three-way sequence where you gotta hold that. This makes it so if he does the stand medium kick and you actually block it, you get just like removed from the mix up scenario. I'm guessing you just get hit way the fuck back. Well, maybe not way the fuck back, but like far enough away that he can't just walk in throw or something like that. Probably, I'm guessing he can't do like 5 walk up stand medium kicks in a row because of this change. Okay, and that's something that he could do before. The pushback on stand medium kick was really low, and it just did like lots and lots of like he was very usable because any successful one could just lead to low strong into whatever it's called, the fucking dash punch. Cut Shard Punch, change the hitbox. That could make it a better anti-air, I guess, but he already has a DP, so it's not a huge deal. Opening Dagger. Is that the overhead? Reduce the pushback distance on block. That probably is the overhead, and that probably makes it worse on block. That probably makes it so it's easier to punish for the whole cast. Culminated Power V-Skill. Can be cancelled to V-Trigger. I thought it already could. I thought it already could. Maybe it's only the TC V-Skill can be cancelled to V-Trigger, and now I can always cancel into V-Trigger. So that's like good. That's like a good little change because he can do. That means he can do V skill into V trigger into like hard claw swipe or whatever. That's like a super good. That's a good little buff for him. Sacrificial altar. I don't know what the fuck that is. Someone look that up. Reduce the amount of V gauge meter gain for final hit. That's probably the TC into V skill. That's got to be it. That's like the only thing it could be is medium kick, hard kick, V skill. Mask of Tiali. That's the command grab. Tlali? I don't know. Increase the recovery on whiff. Increase the damage. And it's like that for all three. Clouded Mirror. Gains clouded mirrors and move only available during V-Trigger. So he gets a new special move in V-Trigger, I guess. I don't know what the hell Clouded Mirror is. It says gains it as a move, so it's probably a new thing that didn't exist before. Net nerfs for Nikali, I guess. I'm looking at all these changes now look a little bit like nerfs. But it's just removing the brainlessness of the character. He had like a really super good up close mix up. The changes better being more point blank in V trigger is kind of nice. After the throws, that's like a nice little thing. Akuma towards fierce that can be more plus on block if charged. Whoa! Delete. That sounds nasty. Rashid. We finally found it, and we found the Rashid. Forward dash. Slightly shorten the distance of the motion at the beginning of the run before he transitions to full run, and stopping motion distance. This probably means that if you do an absolute minimum dash run, he won't travel as far. That's what it sounds like. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it means he starts doing the full run sooner. I don't know. Riding glider. That's probably a throw, I guess. Rising Sun is also probably a throw. They seem to be starting out with the throws, but I don't know the names of any throws in this game. Recovery increased by 2 frames. He had a little bit of a throw loop in the corner. Might be changed a bit. Don't see any changes to distance, so it might still exist. Damage increase on both throws. Increased pushback on stand line kick. He might lose a little bit of comboing with that. Overall, less dash distance. Okay. Tried punch is a frame slower. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm relieved to read that. Change hitbox and hitbox. That can mean anything. +7 to +6. Is low forward 7 frames? I don't know what he's losing and what he's getting. Or what he's losing and what he's losing, rather. Right now, if you get low fierce, you either get low forward or... Oh, he might lose sweep. He probably loses sweep as a combo, right? Yeah. I got it. I figured it out. That's bad. I mean, it's bad for it. The thing about Rashid Crutch Fierce is if you get it from really far away, sweep combos, but nothing else combos. I shouldn't say really far away, but if you get both hits at like the max range where you still get both hits. So that means that Crutch Fierce, like pre-season 2, it like led to combos when you were close, but far away it was just a moderately good poke. And that means we're going back to that. If you can't get low forward, you can't get anything. That means that there are ranges where you can hit crouch face and it'll probably do just as much work, but you don't get like a knockdown and better damage and like Oki. That's a good change for everyone but Rashid. You know, that move was kind of stupid. Crouch face is a kind of stupid move. That's a subtle little way to make it worse. And one more frame of startup is another subtle little way to make it worse. Increase active frames to 3 to 5 for jump hard kick. That's a big buff, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to actually change, though. Most people already... 3 active frames is more than enough for most scenarios. Nail Assault. That's like the V skill, I think. Increase the V gauge meter. That's like a roll into hit, I think. Increase the gauge V meter on hit. That's nice. Spinning Mixer. Rapid button presses will not cause combo scaling. Neat! That's actually... Oh. But it doesn't actually change anything. The damage distribution of each spinning mixer has been changed accordingly. So now there's... let me think. Does that change a damn thing? Because I don't think you can combo out for any spinning mixer except a spinning mixer with no follow-up in the corner. Oh, you know, if you spinning mixer someone into a tornado, then and then combo out of it. Oh, second level of button mesh version can be canceled into CA. Okay, yeah. So that just gives him. It means you want to mash a little bit of medium spinning mixer, and that's probably your new light corner CA combo or something like that. Dash spinning mixer, change to the rapid button presses will not cause combo scaling, same change. V trigger, increase the amount of EX meter gain. That's a little buff. These are... They didn't want to rock the boat with Rashid. These don't change him that much. These honestly like don't do that much. All of these are just little minor things. Laura, stand jab +2 to +1. I think crutch jab is also +1, but I could be wrong. So now she doesn't have a... Well, I don't know. I need to look it up. It might be light kick is +2. I need to like look at Laura's frame data. Hold on. I feel like stand light kick's +3 on block. Jesus. Crouch light punch is still +2. Yeah, so the extra frame of startup gives you the extra plus frame on block. Changes her frame traps. So now she can't do stand jab into stand strong as a 4-frame. Was that 4? Yeah, that was a 4-frame trap. And stand jab into low strong was a 3-frame trap. And now she can't do either of those. Well, now it's 4 and 5, which is much shittier. 5 and 4. Increase pushback on hit. Reduce pushback on block. That's weird to read those two. A Facebook link, dude. I'm not going to click on a Facebook link on stream. It's going to take me to my actual Facebook. Yeah, stand light punch into low medium punch was like a good 3-frame trap. Stand medium punch. Change so it can hit the opponents who are behind Laura. Stand medium punch is a pretty good anti-air in my experience. I use it a lot. You can cancel it to V-skill on hit if you want to. It's good. It's good that that can hit behind her now. She already has hard elbow, which is a very good anti-air, but like stand medium punch is a less committal, less rewarding air reset kind of anti-air that can maybe help you escape the corner. Maybe if you're cornered and the opponent jumps in, you stand strong, and then you V-skill under them. Stuff like that. It gives you a little bit better positioning, maybe. That's not a nerf anyway. That helps her. It's better. It makes her anti-air better. Stand hard punch. Stand medium kick. Dude, ouch, fuck, ow, 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 ow. What a fucking change. 7-frame stand medium kick. So that means her only 5-frame normal is low strong. She used to be able to do stand jab, stand forward, and that was a 3-frame frame trap. And then if the stand forward worked, she was still in range to do stand jab, or even I think low strong because it was counter hit. If you got the frame trap, I think she could do like stand jab, stand forward, low strong, and then like medium elbow from there. So that's like a huge change because she can't frame trap into that anymore. It's probably still the God button, but 5 frames, 5 frames to 7 is a really it's much slower. There are a lot of heavies that are 7 frames, so it still leads to a combo. But if it's -2 and it's 7-frame startup, you're not going to see this button that much. That's all I gotta say. Oh yeah, I should change the title. I keep on meaning to do that, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Stand hard kick, reduce the collision box, crutch light punch, increase pushback. Laura hates pushback, man. Laura's worst enemy is pushback. Laura's normals do not go very far. Volty line, that's the V skill, I think. Damage decreased, ouch. Increased V meter gain on hit, nice. V trigger, damage decreased, ouch. Increased hit advantage, that's not a huge deal. Let me think. +4 means she can go into stand short, which doesn't matter, and crouch jab, which doesn't matter. I mean, technically speaking, those are both like I don't know. Stand short is cool because you can do Volty line. If you do stand short, you can go into EX elbow, but if you do stand jab, you can't go into EX elbow. So that's good. That's like a buff. And then +6 on counter hit might give her like a low forward or something like that. Is low forward 6 frames or is it 7? I gotta look at her frame data. Okay, it's 7. What does she get for 6? She gets stand medium punch, but stand medium punch would mostly be used over low medium punch if it was into her TC. And if she's doing it in V-trigger, she doesn't need her TC at all. So that's not going to change a whole lot, but it gives her 1 bar under if she chooses to use it. And the 1 bar under is actually good there because you get a huge damage increase using EX elbow instead of light elbow. Light elbow is weak. Yeah, media overhead into crutch. This is good because it gives you an extra frame in scenarios where you're getting like a really deep Volti line. That's like the main thing. Oh, only -6. That's the same as every other overhead, so neat. Spark show. That is the V trigger. Oh, it's 3 now instead of 2. That's a massive nerf. Extend the V timer after effect. Nice. Sunset wheel. Increased recovery on whiff by 8. Okay. That shouldn't even be in Spark Show since it seems to say normal and V trigger. This was a good V trigger. Now it's a 3-bar. I don't know if it's 3-bar good. I guess it is. Yeah. But I remember when people used to say it was weak. It's pretty good. It's a good V trigger. Whoa, dude, what? Thunderclap can be canceled to V trigger? So that's probably gonna make it safe on block. First of all, right now Thunderclap is like minus if you don't charge it, like really minus, and it kind of moves her in really far. Thunderclap cancel to V trigger is really good because that's gonna change your combo routes too. Well, Thunderclap isn't that strong; it only does like 60 damage or something like that. But if you can do like Crouch Fierce Thunderclap into Crouch Fierce, that's better than Crouch Fierce into Crouch Fierce, right? I think. I don't know. It depends. I need to do some testing once the game comes out. See what her new max damage is. Thunderclap into V scale. Okay, so I don't wonder if that counts for EX. Okay, yeah, EX is right there as well. So EX Thunderclap into V scale is almost certainly a juggle. That might already be a juggle, but that's cool. Okay, any Thunderclap you can now end into like an overhead. And what? I guess you can combo. It depends on whether it combos. I doubt it does, but it might. Someone tell me how this works. If you can do like Crouch Fierce, Thunderclap, V Scale, Stand Short, fucking Light Elbow, that's a pretty rad combo. If that all combos. But I'm guessing that Thunderclap needs to be like have some charge in order to combo to V Scale. I'm guessing. I don't know. That actually sounds really good. That sounds like a nice combo. Oh my lord. That's cool. Yeah, you get an overhead on block and you get a full combo on hit. That's really dirty. That's nasty. All right, here we are. We're at Fong. Impress me, Capcom. Stay medium kick. Hit points behind Fong. This is already a pretty good anti-air, but it goes really far out, not very far up. So, okay, let's watch the change. Let's watch the combo. Oh, is this like the same? Ooh. Yeah, that's like exactly the combo I was expecting. That's literally it. What was the damage of that? It actually did like fuck all. Wait, timeout. Oh, it didn't do any damage for the last hit. But it actually did like fuck all. Stay medium kick goes pretty far out, and it also goes pretty far up, which makes it a good anti-air. It doesn't go super far behind him, so now if it does, that makes it a great anti-air. It's actually one of the better anti-air normals in the game. Crouch medium kick also goes behind him, so that's probably pretty good. That's like good changes to his anti-airs overall. Vertical and jump back hard kick. That's the one that goes forward. Changed hitbox and hurtbox. Changed hurtbox on a lot of these. This could matter a lot depending on how the hurtboxes work. If he's like got better pokes, that's a huge deal. Hold on, I'm getting a. Okay, no, never mind. Nishio Doku, that's the V skill. Hitbox during V trigger 1. So if you get this is a good buff because it actually like it's a very slow fireball and you can put it up pretty quickly. It's hard to prevent him from putting it on the screen. So this is like a borderline Sonic Boom once he gets V trigger. This is actually like that might be a big deal. That might help his zoning capabilities a lot. Damage increase on Sotoja. That's nice. He probably has poison that lasts just as long, so his net damage is just going up. He has like the lowest damage in the game right now, so maybe he won't have the lowest damage in the game anymore. Ryobenda, hard Ryobenda is easier to put up. This is all okay. These are all like objectively nice buffs, but I don't know if they're doing that much. But like the main thing is that V skill might be really good. I don't even know what Fung V trigger is. V trigger 2. Alright, so now we're officially into DLC territory. Using V skill, I think, presently does not eat his V gauge at all. and I don't see a change for that, so I doubt it will. Alex, extend medium punch, reduce pushback on hit. That's good. That's a nice change. That's a buff. Stay medium kick, jump, hard kick, light knee smash, change her box, crouching hard punch. Change to box on her box could be really good for him. Depends. Slightly increase the knockback distance for the second mid-air hit. Does that mean he doesn't get 2-hit crouch fierce anti-air into light chop? Because that's a big nerf. Well, it's not a big nerf, but it sucks. Huh. Chop. minus two. Ooh, ouch. Why? Why do they do this? It should be safe. They should have made it -2. They made it minus. All chops are now -6. That's sad. Alright, I see a change here with the Lariat, okay? There's actually something going on here. Lariat is +7 on hit, which doesn't give him any new links that I can think of. Oh, it chops the overhead. Okay, so that's actually... That's still horrible. I was thinking this was flash chop, not chop chop. These changes are like both net buffs. Ryu and Ken. So this is just the overhead is easier to punish and has the universal like pushback. I mean not universal minus rams. This is +7, and it's also 4 frames active. All right, hear me out. That means if you hit on the last frame, it's gonna be +10, and I'm pretty sure that Alex Stand Fierce is 10 frames. So technically speaking, if you get a last frame meaty lariat and it hits, you can link Stand Fierce. I don't know. I don't know what that's doing. It remains to be seen. It might make Lariat into V-Trigger better somehow. But already I think he can do Lariat into V-Trigger into towards Fierce again, so that might not... I can't think of anything like way more optimal than that. Flying cross drop, light power bomb, damage increases, stun increases, more whiff. Air knee smash and EX knee smash. Charge direction isn't changed after hit. Oh, so I didn't know that. So if Alex hits you with knee, he swaps sides briefly, and if he swaps sides briefly, it ruins your charge. So you can't charge while you're hitting with the knee, but now you can. Now he stays on the same side for the entire animation. Increased active frames by 2. Nice. Increased landing 5/5. Ouch. Change movement distance. I don't know what the hell that means. It might make it so he can do crouch fierce into medium and hard air knee smash mid screen. That would be a nice change. That would be a buff. That would be like a good buff, but that we need to see like what that means. Lariat cover both wake ups, and if they back roll, they get kind of hit. They're dead. I would say this isn't like any changes. If anything, these are like nerfs. Like this doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Every change seemed to be either non-change or a nerf. Did they make Alex worse? What am I missing here? I know we got like a pretty neat ender for flash chop in V-Trigger 2. Yeah, they buffed his anti-air scenario. That's good. Yeah, stand medium punch less pushback is really good. Okay, I gotta say that. Guile. This is a pretty short list. I can do this one in like one breath. Judo throw, change positioning after hit. That's the forward throw, I think. So less forward throw into forward dash probably. Crouch hard punch. Change turp box. It's already good. What did they change? It already functions. Maybe they made it worse. Alright, what's going on here? So he can like Geef V-Trigger 2 is like he combos into it, right? He can do like towards fierce cancel into, or maybe not towards fierce, but like low strong cancel into EX command grab or something. Ooh. That did a lot of fucking damage. That did a lot of fucking damage. Good lord. What the fuck? Good lord. Oh my god, that killed Ken. That's a lot. I mean, losing his Zangief is very much based around having good V triggers. It's not a secret. Zangief has good V triggers, right? Um, but that's it would take a good V trigger 2 for me to not pick V trigger 1 as Geef. But that's pretty scary. Not gonna lie. Jump, medium kick, whatever. Knee bazooka recovery increased from 16 to 20 frames. No changes in advantage disadvantage. This just means knee bazooka whiffs slower on block and on hit. It's not changing. Uh, but that's so he can't just whiff it as easily. Spinning back knuckle startup increased 1 frame. That's not a big deal. He might lose a combo. He might not be able to do B trigger boom into towards fierce anymore. I don't know. Spinning back knuckle, like that doesn't change that much, I feel. Rolling Sobot, slightly increased forward movement distance. That's probably a slight buff if you like want to do it towards Rolling Sobot. Oh shit, hold on. Yo, what up?
What's going on?
Not much. Party time. Oh, chat's free too.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're like done. Oh, but I'm streaming right now. I should cut this.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
Fuck these guys. I'll be back for part 2 like sometime that's not now.